I've been learning Japanese for quite some time now. When I say quite some time, I meant like a couple of years. I know I wasn't good enough to speak fluently yet, but I thought I was able to comprehend at least 50% of what the locals are talking about, and at least reply back to them in simple Japanese. So, just the other day, I had the opportunity to meet a Japanese-speaking visitor at my day job. I was introduced to him by my colleague that I know some Japanese, and I could see that he was really happy to be able to meet someone who speaks his language. He started speaking so fast, and I ain't kidding when I say this, I understood nothing, literally nothing. It was a frustrating moment for me, not at him of course, but at myself. I was frustrated that after spending all these years learning Japanese, I couldn't even understand a thing that he just said. It's as if I didn't even learn the language at all. That all those times I've spent at my desk reading and trying out textbooks were all meaningless. The whole idea of learning the language, apart from immersing in the culture and all, is of course to be able to speak and converse with the locals. But when I wasn't able to see any results from the fruits of my labor, I felt like whatever I'm planning to do in the future to progress my Japanese speaking skill will all be useless. Not being able to see any results from your hard work can be a crippling process, especially after putting in so much time and effort. You would expect to at least see something, and that's where I found the issue was. We all want to see results. That's obviously an obvious expectation. Why would you want to do something that doesn't yield anything? But the thing is, results can come in many forms, and oftentimes they are in forms that are hard to see. And these are the things that we do not pay attention to because we are all visual creatures. We all want to see obvious results. Take exercising as an example. The main reason people exercise is to look better. We want that six-pack abs, that chiseled arm, or that hourglass figure. You exercise hard for months and you look at yourself in the mirror. You look exactly the same you did before you started. You start to become frustrated with the lack of visible result and decided to throw in the towel. But what we fail to realize is that results come in other forms too. Your body is definitely healthier internally. You are able to sleep better. You are way stronger and faster than before. But when the only matrix that we give ourselves to determine result is just the visual, you claim that all the hard work you have put in was completely useless simply because you can't see your abs yet. With that, you neglected all other forms of results. Yes, the main reason why I started learning Japanese was to be able to speak to the locals when I do travel to Japan. That was my main matrix in terms of determining results. I wasn't able to understand them, and it blinded me to the other progress that I've made. I was able to write in Japanese better, I can read, or at least guess the meaning of a writing based on their character. It won't be as fun as being able to converse with the locals, but I'm able to get around Japan better than most foreigners simply because I know how to read. It's only after I'm able to see things this way that I realize that all my efforts were not in vain, and it did give me that push in continuing to work hard at learning the language. Of course, I'll have to relook into the way I'm studying Japanese right now to not focus so much on reading and writing, but more on the conversational aspect. But it's only after I see things this way that I found my drive back. Handling the frustrations of not seeing any results could just be an issue that can be fixed with a simple mindset shift. It could also be due to utilizing the wrong method to pursue that goal of yours, but are too stubborn to accept it and do something different since you have already put in so much time doing it. Or it could simply just be one of those times where your mind is being an ass, flooding your brain with negative thoughts that can be easily solved by just going for a run. Oftentimes, it was the latter for me. I'll experience one of those frustrating moments, I'll get myself out of the house and go for a nice long run, and by the time I finished, I wondered, why was I even feeling the way I did before? Get yourself out of the house and you'll be surprised how much a simple run can do to clear your mind for you to focus better on achieving your goals. If you're not seeing any results on whatever you're working on right now, I want you to understand this, that all those efforts that you have put in, all those countless midnight oils that you have burned studying for your exam, those torturous workouts you have to endure to reach your fitness goals, or the number of rejections that you receive trying to apply for a job, it was not all in vain. You're definitely getting smarter, stronger, or better at going for interviews. If you give up right now, you no longer see any results, including the ones that you don't pay attention to.